Hello, 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 hello. Ah, okay. Music? Das ist der Mix. Ja, ja, okay. But I hear myself. Okay, good. Yes. It can be slightly, yeah, that's good. I think it's good. You try? I think you can hear music and sound, voice quite okay. La 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 la. I think you can hear me quite good, I would say. Yeah. How nice you can mix it this way. Because it's such a struggle, right, when you do online. Oh, so what do I change? Yeah. Ah, okay, good. Yeah. But there it continues. Good to know. So I control everything over the my device. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys. No. Yeah. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Hey there. Yes. Perfect. Yeah. Until? Okay, perfect. And then when I finish, I will lock the door myself. I don't know. No. For here not. Mm-hmm. Throw it. Okay. And I throw it through the post box. Right. Right. Yeah. Right. Perfect. Yeah, that's how Barbara explained. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Ah, yes. It's okay. Good. Good. Thank you. Your hair. Oh my god. Okay. I will need to go. Good to see you. Thank you. Look. Yeah. Thank you, Gesta. Okay. So welcome everyone here in the studio. Welcome at home. Welcome to this 1 hour lunch lecture, lunch break. I would say if you're comfortable sitting up, stay like this. Otherwise, let's all lie down for a moment just to arrive. So either sit up or lie down, whatever resonates more. Close your eyes and take a moment to simply check in with yourself. How are you feeling right now? How is your breath right now without changing anything? Be like a scientist making a checklist. Okay, sadness is there, or joy is there, whatever is there, without judgment, without comment. Whatever you bring is welcome. And I invite you to slowly deepen your breath. Each inhalation slightly deeper. Each exhalation maybe with a sighing sound. Letting go. Let each breath draw you slowly deeper within. Some of you come from work, it's a work break, so take a conscious moment to shift from thinking and doing into feeling and being. I guide you with a breath for 3 rounds on a count of 5. Wherever you are, exhale completely out. And use your belly muscles to squeeze the last bit of air out, out, out. And take a deep, full breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Second round. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last round. Take a deep, full breath in. 3, 2, 1. And exhale. Letting go. 2, 3, and 1. Go in the rhythm of your own breath. A couple more rounds. Maybe let the next breath be one of your deepest this morning. Breathing as much you can fully in. And exhale through the mouth. Do 2 more of this. Breathing in. So use the breath to lighten yourself with every exhale. Create space. If there's anything I focus in the class, it's the breath. The breath as a tool to slowly go deeper, to let go. If you're lying down, take your time to come slowly up without any rush. If you're sitting up, take a few more moments to establish a rootedness in your legs, very heavy legs. With one of your next inhales, lengthen the spine, create space in between the vertebrae, lengthen out of the crown of your head. Roll the shoulders back and down, long neck, soft face. Taking 3 more breaths, wherever you are. And after that, on an inhale, uniting your palms in front of your chest in Namaste. Let's exhale completely out. And then make space for an even deeper inhale to Shan 3 times Om. Bowing your head forwards towards your hands, take a moment to dedicate your practice. Once you're done with your dedication, you can rest your hands on your knees, stay with your eyes closed for a few moments, let it resonate. And very slowly, gently, you can open your eyes, removing the sitting block from underneath you. Let's shake out the legs for a moment. And let's rotate from the ankles a couple of times, clockwise, anti-clockwise. If you flex and point, we focus a bit on balance this lesson. You can hug your knees both firmly into your chest, and then walk with your toes in, and maybe you find a moment where you can balance on your sitting bones. If you want, you can drop your head towards the center. We call it cosmic egg in yoga. So staying in your cosmic egg, you can breathe into your pelvic, soft navel, very contained, wholesome. Taking 3 more breaths in your egg before you decide to hatch. And then after the 3 breaths, coming slowly out of your posture. And swing the legs to the back. Find yourself on all fours. The hands under the shoulders, knees under hip joint. Think of an Amazonian frog, really spreading the fingers wide, grounding the hands. And from here, we go into a few cat and cows. On your exhale, round the spine towards the ceiling. Drop head, tailbone towards the floor. On your inhale, lift the sitting bones, gaze up without frowning the forehead. Follow your breath. Exhale. You can push the hands into the mat to go a millimeter deeper. And on your inhale, in the cow, draw the shoulder blades towards the buttocks. Let the movement be within your breath. So when you finish the movement, there is still a bit of exhale left. When you inhale, when the movement finishes, there's still a bit of inhale left. So you embrace your movement with your breath. I encourage you to breathe more than you naturally would. So finding your ujjayi, you can also exhale through the mouth with your next exhale going the sound as if you want to fog a window to write something on. So do this a couple of times as if you find the ujjayi breath for the first time. Connecting to this raspberry sound in the windpipes of your throat. And then keeping your mouth closed, continue with the sound on your in and exhale. So this ujjayi breath will help you to focus, to connect movement and breath, and to create tapas, heat. What this practice is about, to let go, burn any stuff, any luggage, emotional, physical, in this fire you create. So you can for sure hear your own breath. Maybe you hear all your neighbors breathing. Coming back to a neutral spine. I leave you for a minute to do whatever your spine needs right now. If you feel any tension from sitting or holding there, go exactly there with the movement, with the breath. You can go to a child posture for a few breaths. You can roll the forehead on the floor with the head from right to left, or come forwards. Just follow the intelligence of your body. It usually knows exactly what is right in the moment. But whatever you need, whatever you do, take the breath really deeply with you.
They don't care about love.
And slowly rounding up whatever you're doing to come back to all fours. Curl the toes under. On your exhale, lift the knees off the floor. Probably your first down dog. Take it easy. Bending right knee, left knee. And take the hips from right to left. Push the fingers firmly into the mat. The hands firmly away from the mat, pushing yourself towards the feet. Coming to a still. Bend the knees deep. And then step in little steps towards the hands, arriving behind the wrists. The feet are hip width. Bending the knees deeper. Shake out the head. Yes, no. Loosening up the lips. And you're holding there, legs letting go. Exactly. And then holding opposite elbows. Simply let the weight give your spine a gentle stretch. If you want, you can straighten the knees to go deeper. And if it is you who straightens the knees right now, can you find the weight in the middle of your feet? Usually you take the weight slightly more forwards. Lengthen the sitting bones towards the ceiling. Round the heels towards the floor. For 3 more breaths. Deep Ujjayi breath. And after 3 breaths, letting go of the elbows. Drop the hands towards the floor, bend the knees even deeper, and then vertebra by vertebra, very slowly, as controlled as you can, coming up. The chin stays towards the chest, so the head is coming up. Very last. Standing in Tadasana. Have a soft gaze from now on, your drishti, we call it in yoga, the soft gaze. Keeping the Ujjayi breath flowing. Think of your bandhas, lengthen the lower back, shorten the front, squeeze the glutes, or more isolated the perineum. Shoulders down, long neck. 3, 2, and 1. Hooking the thumbs together. We do a dawn stretch. You have all, maybe you step a bit back, that you have enough space behind you and next to you. The mat can stay just 1 step back, 1 step forward, so you have enough space next to you. Hooking the thumbs together, bending the knees on your inhale, hooking forwards and up, arching back, and exhale, folding forwards and down. On your inhale, going to the left side, a half circle up. On your exhale, to the right side, a half circle down. When you inhale, going to the right side, up again. And on your exhale, to the left side, down. Through the center, bend your knees, inhale, rise up, arch gently back, and exhale, landing in Namaste. We go immediately for a second round, bend the knees. On your inhale, rise up, arch gently back. And complete exhalation, folding forwards and down, making the movement big. Going to the left side, inhale, gazing to your fingers, exhale, to the left side, down. Hang out there for a moment, check in with your neck. When you inhale, going to the right side, up again. Make it gracious and big. Exhale, to the left side, down. Through the center, inhale, rise up. And exhale, landing in your heart in Namaste. We come immediately to the front of the mat. And we continue with Surya A. Okay, let's bring the hands in Namaste. If your lower back is sensitive, you keep the feet hip width. When we go forwards, you can always keep the knees bent to protect the lower back. Otherwise, big toes are together, heels gently apart, hands in Namaste. Maybe take a moment to find the weight in the middle of your feet, going slightly forwards and back. Think of your bandhas, think of your breath, most importantly, your breath. So let's breathe together in and exhale. Especially in the sun salutation, you want to breathe slightly more than you would, so you create the space for you to take. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. One last deep breath before we start. Exhale. Let the next inhale draw your arms up. On On your exhale, folding forwards and down. Stepping the right foot back. Inhale, gazing forwards. And exhale, step the left foot back to a downward facing dog. Breathing deeply in and out. 4. Inhale. Exhale. Push your hands really into the mat, the fingers, spreading the fingers wide. Erect the sitting bones towards the ceiling. Feel the length in your spine. Last breath there. On your following inhale, coming forwards to a high plank. Let's stay in the high plank just for a moment. For the first high plank, direct the heels to the back room and make it a strong plank, shoulders away from the ears. From here, we go to Chaturanga, bending the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, coming back to downward facing dog. Breathing deeply in. Maybe exhaling through the mouth out, making space. Good. Lifting the right leg on your inhale. Step the right foot forwards in between the hands. The left foot follows to the front of the mat. Inhale, coming high on the fingertips, looking forwards. And exhale, folding down. If you don't touch the floor, you can touch the chins, wherever is available to you. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, in Namaste. We go seamless to the left side, first round. Inhale, lifting the arms. Greeting the day. Exhale, folding forwards and down. Now step your left foot back. Big step behind you. Inhale, looking forwards. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana for 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your next inhale, coming forwards to a high plank. If the Chaturanga is too much, you can come to the floor and do a cobra. If the Chaturanga is available, you lower and then hover over the floor, forwards and up to an upward facing dog. On the exhale, roll over the toes to a downward facing dog. Breathing deeply in for 1 breath. Also a good space to exhale again through the mouth. If there's any heaviness you want to exhale, any holding is always a good idea to exhale loudly. Then lifting the left leg high. On your inhale, step the left foot forwards in between the hands. Right foot follows, high on the fingertips, gazing forwards. Inhale and exhale, maybe a millimeter deeper. Inhale, breathing the sky, rising up. And exhaling, Namaste. We go immediately to the second round. When you're ready, inhale, lifting the arms. On your exhale, folding forwards and down. Stepping the right foot back. Inhale, gazing forwards. And exhale, downward facing dog. We stay here only for 1 breath this time. After your exhale, on an inhale, coming forwards to a high plank. Let's make it a strong flow. Exhale, bend the elbows. From Chaturanga, inhale, Urdhva Mukha. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We stay here for 4, 3. Can you lift the sitting bones even more, feeling the length, creating space also in between your shoulder blades, rotating the upper arms out, simultaneously grounding the inside of your hands. So there is a contra movement which creates stability. 1 more breath there. On an inhale, lifting the right leg high, stepping the right foot forwards. The left foot follows to the front of your mat, coming high on the fingertips. Inhale and exhale, folding down. Soften the neck. Inhale, rising up, inviting fresh energy. Exhale, in Namaste. We go second round, left side. Inhale. Exhale, slowly getting more into it. Feel the warmth in your body. Step the left foot back. Inhale, gazing forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 breath only. Maybe it's a good idea to exhale here to the mouth. Good. On your inhale, coming forwards to a high plank. Follow your flow. Exhale, strong Chaturanga first. Don't skip this posture. On your inhale, upward facing dog. And we meet in down dog. For 4 deep Ujjayi breath. Arriving more and more in your down dog. It's supposed to be a resting posture, but there is so much to remember in terms of alignment. For the last breath in your down dog, and then lifting the left leg on your inhale. Step the left foot forwards in between the hands. The right foot follows to the front. Inhale, gazing forwards, lengthen the spine, and exhale, folding down, crown towards the floor. Inhale, rise up. Getting ready for the last and third round of Surya A. On your inhale, rising up with the arms. On your exhale, folding forwards. Make it a meditation and movement. Stepping the right foot back. Inhale, looking forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale completely out. Inhale, coming forwards to a high plank. Exhale, lower to a low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Is the right leg right? Yes, the third right. Yeah, the right leg up, please. Stepping the right foot forwards. The left foot follows. Inhaling, lifting forwards, and exhale, folding down. Inhale, rising up. Luckily, we just have 2 legs. Exhale in Namaste. Last round, last side of the last round. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, folding forwards and down. Step your left foot back. Big step behind you, gazing forwards. Inhale and exhale, down dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, come forwards to a strong high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale. And exhale, down dog. For 4. For 3. For 2. Good, I hear some of you breathing quite deeply, that's good. So you want to hear your neighbors ideally, but for sure you hear yourself. If you make a sound, you inspire each other. You will not annoy the neighbor, the opposite. Let's step the feet or jump the feet forwards. You can bend the knees, and then when you are on the front, bend the knees deep again, hang out there, shake out the head, yes, no. And then bending the knees deep, vertebra by vertebra, as controlled as you can, rising up again. Okay, let's do a wide spread, so you come sideways on your mat. Maybe we all face the puja side. The feet are more or less under your hands when you take your hands sideways. Take the feet, the thumb pointing slightly in. So the outside of your feet is parallel to your mat. Taking the hands on your hips. Inhale, arching gently back. Exhale, come only halfway forwards. Now, can you find your sitting bones with your hands? And then lifting them towards the ceiling with straight knees. You will feel a quite deep stretch in the back of your legs, right? And from here, bring the fingers under your chest on the floor, high on the fingertips. Here you can self-adjust yourself. Bring the hips slightly forward so they're in line with your heels. Most of us hang a bit down backwards. And then exhale, folding forwards and down. Doesn't matter how deep you go there. More important is how do you go there? How is your breath? If it's available to you, you can bring the hands in line with the feet. Or maybe even walk under the legs to the other side. If it's available, stretch the legs and take them slightly more together. Excellent, clear block on. Perfect, yeah. Because then you really work here under the stretch. One more breath there. And then coming slowly back with the hands under the chest, lengthen the spine. Think of the neck as the elongation of the spine. Bring the hands on the hips and inhale, rising all the way up. You roll the shoulders backwards a couple of times. Roll the shoulders forwards. On your inhale, pull them up. Squeeze the hands, face, neck, shoulders. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale, letting go. Do this 2 more times. Inhale. If you're on the office or computer, the neck really appreciates this one. On the exhale, letting go. Doing this 1 more time. Inhale, squeeze hands, face, every muscle of your face and neck and hands, arms. Exhale, letting go. Good. Interlace the hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale. And exhale, folding forwards all the way and down, arms over your head. Prasarita, Padottanasana, widespread. Legs, intense forward bend. Inhale. Exhale. Can you soften the neck even more? Allowing the crown to be directed towards the floor. Last breath there. And then bring the hands back to your hips. Come halfway up first for the blood flow to adjust. And then inhale, coming all the way up. The last bit you can either step or jump forward. And we can face the center again. Let's do one balance. Grounding the left or the right foot firmly into the mat. Hugging the other knee firmly into your chest. Already here, you have a lot happening. Gazing to a point which is not moving, holding the ankle and bring it quite high until the groin on the inside of the other leg. If you can hold there with the pressure of foot and leg, you can bring the hands also with a gentle pressure in front of your chest. Direct the knees slightly more out, standing strong if the balance is there. Lift the arms like a proud tree. You can open your branches. Balancing right and left. Ida, Pingala, Hatha, Moon, Sun. If you fall out of your balance, it's about the inner balance we cultivate with the postures, and equanimity of your mind is the goal, why we do all the postures. So if you fall out, if you stay balanced inside, that's the work. Ready, bring the hands in front of the chest again, bring the knee forwards and step out of the tree posture. And shake out the legs, and we go to the other side. Grounding the left foot firmly, hug the right knee in, and hold the ankle, bring the right foot this time high on the other side, from the inside, the other leg. And Vriksasana, tree posture on the other side. With your soft gaze, you invite the whole room to melt into the back of the skull. Instead of gazing, staring out, you soften the gaze, soften the eye muscles, widen your range of vision. One more breath in the tree. If the arms are up, bring them back in front of your chest. Bring the knee forwards and safely stepping out. Okay. If you want to sweat, this is the time in Surya B. You can always skip the vinyasa. I will give the options to either step back or jump back. So decide for yourself if you want to sweat, then jump back. If you want to take it a bit more easy, you can step back into down dog. Okay. Coming to the front of the mat, hands in Namaste, and getting ready for Surya B. Find your breath again, deep ujjayi. I don't hear anyone breathing. Really go really slightly more, slightly on top. Just fake it till you make it, making it more than you would to slowly create more space. On your next inhale, spiral the arms up, deep breath in, and exhale, folding forwards and down. Inhale, come high on the fingertips, looking forwards, exhale, either step to down dog or jump to chaturanga. If you go to chaturanga, follow your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing deeply in, and exhale. Lifting the right leg high on your inhale, step the right foot forwards in between the hands, left heel spirals to the floor. Inhale, rising up. If it's available, then the palms are together. Check that the knees over the ankle, and press out of the back foot, out of the outside of the back foot. This is my phone telling me that the music is too loud. Technique controlling us. On your inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, open up sideways. Think of the fierceness of this posture. Gaze over your front hand. Check with the back arm that it is in line, and push the floor away so the shoulders are grounded. When I go along, there is resistance in your arms. One more deep breath here. On your inhale, next inhale, spiral both palms to the floor. Let's make it a strong flow. Exhale, come chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Breathing deeply in, a good place to exhale through the mouth. Good. Inhale, lifting the left leg high. Step the left foot forwards, right heel to the floor. Inhale, rising out to Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Breathing in with your next inhale, lengthen and open up sideways to Warrior 2. Checking with the arm alignment. Feel the fierceness of your posture. Stay here for 2 more deep ujjayi breaths. And getting ready slowly with your following inhale, spiral both palms to the floor. Take the chaturanga first, and then inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bending the knees, looking in between the hands, either step or jump forwards. The toes are together, the knees are together, the palms are together. Lifting the arms, we go to Utkatasana, the yogic chair. Now, what is important here, as you know, lengthen the lower back, so the tailbone towards the floor, and you can still see the toes. If you want, you can deepen even more. We stay here for 3 breaths. Keep the breath steady and equal in easy postures and in difficult moments. The breath stays the same, so your mind also gets informed and balances with the breath. On your inhale, rising up. Exhale in Namaste. We go immediately to the second round. Inhale, lifting the arms. Let's get into it. Exhale, folding forwards and down. Inhale, come high on the fingertips, look forwards. Exhale, either step to down dog or jump to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Breathing deeply in. Exhaling completely out. Lifting the right leg on your inhale, step the right foot forwards. Left heel to the floor for 1 breath only, rising up to Warrior 1. Exhale, open up sideways, Warrior 2, palms facing towards the ceiling. Back hand slides down the back leg. upper arm over your head. Important, the front knee, without you looking at it, bring it gently more front and to the right side, so it doesn't fall in. Looking good, everyone here. And I hope at home as well. One more breath there. And then on your inhale, coming out of the posture to Warrior 2. This time, straighten the front knee. Activate the upper leg muscles, draw the kneecaps up, press the toes into the mat, and fall from the front hip crease. Reach forward, reach, and letting go. This life is a lesson of letting go more and more, to have more freedom, less dependency. Gazing up. Think more up than down. The lower hand goes chin, foot or ankle. If you touch the floor outside of your foot. One more breath here. Gazing to the floor. Strong back leg. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, bend the front knee and we flow. Both palms to the floor. Follow your flow. Exhale, down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing deeply in. And exhale here. Good. Lifting the left leg high on your inhale. Step the left foot forwards. In between the hands. The right heel to the floor. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, open up sideways. Warrior 2, palms facing to the ceiling. Back arm, the back, sliding down the back leg. Upper arm over your head. Again, bring the knee slightly more to the front and to the left this time, so it doesn't fall in. The shoulders away from the ears, grounding them. One more breath. On your inhale, coming out of the posture, we go to Utthita Trikonasana on the other side. Can you check that your torso is over your leg? So usually we can take the torso slightly more back. We want to be flat like a pannkuchen, pancake or leaf. Gazing up, 2, and last breath there, then gazing to the floor with a strong inhale, rising up, exhale, bend the front knee, on your inhale, spiral both palms to the floor, follow your flow. For 4, slowly arriving more and more in your down dog. It might feel like home more and more. Lifting the sitting bones slightly more towards the ceiling. You lengthen the lower back. Feel the length in the back of your legs. Last deep breath there. Now, the knees, look in between the hands. Either step or jump forwards. We go one more time to the fierce posture, the Utkatasana. This time we stay for 50 breaths. 49, 48, 47. It's called the fierce posture because it starts burning in the upper legs, but of course we do just one more breath here. And on the inhale, rising up, and exhale in Namaste. It was just the joy. Inhale, we go for the last round. Exhale, folding forwards and down. Inhale, come high on the fingertips, make it a strong one. Either step back to a down dog or jump on your exhale to a chaturanga. Follow your flow, follow your breath. Open up the body more and more with your movement, with your awareness, with your breath. Lifting the right leg on your inhale, step the right foot forwards in between the hands. Left heel floor, rising up with the arms, one breath only. Open up sideways for one breath only. Front hand goes inside of the front foot, use a block if you need. We go to Utthita Parsvakonasana, the upper arm towards the ceiling, if it's available into the room. Extended side angle posture. Then use the pressure with the arm and the leg to go slightly deeper. Open up the left shoulder slightly more to the ceiling. One more breath. Upper arm goes to your upper hip and the lower hand goes 2 to the front, 1 to the side, with or without block. kicking the back leg up. Keep the back foot flexed, very important. When you flex the back foot, you have a feeling there is a wall behind you. And if the balance is there, you gaze up to half moon posture, Ardha Chandrasana. Staying here, feel the extension like a starfish from your center. This is the climax posture, almost there. One more deep breath, rise to the sky with the hand and then level the hips, gaze to the floor, safely step back to a downward facing dog. I leave it up to you, maybe less is more, but maybe more is more. Then flow one time forwards and follow the flow. And we go to the left side. Lifting the left leg high, step the left foot forwards. Right heel floor. Inhale, rising up, Vidabhadrasana 1. Exhale, Vidabhadrasana 2. Front hand inside of the front foot. Again, block or no block. Good choice. Coming to Utthita Padmasana, extended side angle posture on the other side. Inhale deep. Exhale, fully can you lower the hips and open the right shoulder a few millimeters more to the ceiling. One more breath. And then the right hand goes on your right hip, lower hand to the front, one to the side, kick the back leg up, flex again. Keep gazing to the floor if the balance is not there. If it is there, lift the arm up and gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale deep with a smile. Almost there for 2. Last breath. And the posture is accomplished. Wonderful. Leveling the hips, gazing to the floor, and stepping safely, slowly back to a down dog. If you want to do the last flow of this class, go ahead. Follow your practice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now take 4 deep breaths there. Make a sound if you want. Exhale through the mouth. Make space for yourself. Good. After 4 breaths, you can bend the knees, bring them mat width to the floor, big toes are touching, and come to a well-deserved child posture, forehead on the floor, arms go in front of you or sideways towards your feet. Okay. Feeling the buzz of your beautiful practice, feel the tapas, the heat you created, and just marinate in it for a moment. Maybe check if you feel a shift in awareness, in energy. Again, without judgment, just checking. If you want to massage the forehead, you can roll the forehead from right to left. Keeping the navel soft. On the exhale, you can ground the hips further towards your heels. Maybe some of you, if the arms are forwards, you can walk with the hands forwards and then push the fingers into the mat, simultaneously grounding the sitting bones towards the back. So you actively lengthen your spine if that's interesting for you right now. Otherwise, just stay there passively. After a flow, the stillness is even more still and sweet. Staying there for a couple more breaths. When it is enough for you, you walk the hands towards your knees and roll up with the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Let's sit on our buttocks, straighten the legs in front of you. Bend the right knee, let the right knee fall to the side. Flex the left foot. On your inhale, lifting the arms. If your knees in the air, you can always grab your block. The block, you take the side towards your leg, so it's more comfortable. And then lengthening and exhale, folding forwards and down. If someone wants a belt, raise your arm, I will bring you one. And at home, if you don't have a belt, you can also take a sock. An old sock maybe, because it gets a bit longer. And slowly folding forwards and down. If your leg is straight, the left leg, draw your kneecap up, activate the upper leg muscles. So you take the length in the back of your legs. That way you protect the lower back. Wherever you are, it's perfect. Breathe into it. For 3, softening the neck for the last 2 breaths. And then slowly letting go wherever you get hold of, and then rolling up with the spine. Shaking out both legs in front of you and going to the other side. Bending the left knee. Let it fall to the side. Flex the right. Inhale, lifting the arms. And exhale, falling forwards and down. Staying connected to your breath. If you want, you can close your eyes here. Creating space in the back of your legs and your spine. How are your shoulders doing? Are they leveled right now? For 3 more breaths. Maybe soften the neck for the last few breaths. And after 3 breaths, slowly rolling up with the spine. This time shaking out both legs in front of you. And we remove the flesh of the sitting bones to the side. Flexing the feet on your inhale. Let's take a moment to really take ourselves out of the lower back and the shoulders away from the ears. On your exhale, hinge from the front hip, only halfway forward, still with a straight spine. Lengthen. Only on your next exhale, folding forwards and down. You can stay with a straight spine or rounding the spine. Without pushing and pulling. Elongation comes when the pushing and pulling comes to an end. Ivanda Scaravelli, she started yoga with 60, or really old actually. And she has this famous sentence that elongation comes when your pushing and pulling comes to an end. So you invite a quality of allowing, inviting it to lengthen. Maybe it looks the same to the outside, but it's a completely different quality from the inside. Most of the yoga is actually not visible. It's all what happens inside of you. For 3 more breaths, for the last 3 breaths, if you want, soften the neck and focus on your hips. Really feel the groundedness in your hips. Heaviness, the juiciness. Closing the eyes. After 3 breaths, slowly roll up with closed eyes and rest the hands to the right and the left of your hips. Feel the warmth flooding through your legs. And take this groundedness in your hips through your day to support you, to ground. Gently open your eyes. Bend the knees, the feet go where the knees were before, feet are hip width, fingers pointing towards your feet. And then we go to a reverse tabletop, lifting up with the buttocks. And when you're in the reverse tabletop, think of your tailbone. Lengthen the tailbone to the back of your knees to lengthen the lower back. Belly towards the spine. And if you don't see your knees anymore, you can gaze to the back room. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. On the following inhale, looking to your knees, and exhale slowly coming out of the posture. We go to a boat posture with bent knees or straight knees, that's up to you. And we stay here for, how many breaths should we stay? 15? You said something? 50. Okay. Any other suggestion? Okay. Let's stay here for 5 more. So when we talk, the posture stays easier. We're almost there. 3 more breaths. 50 is a good idea actually. Last breath there. And then slowly coming out. Bring yourself with the hands to the front of the mat and step back to a downward facing dog. See how the down dog feels after the forward bend. You might feel that there is more space for you to take. On your inhale, coming forwards to a high plank. On the exhale, lower all the way to the floor. And take a moment here. Bring the right cheek to the floor, the right ear. And after your next breath, bring the forehead to the floor. Glue the hands alongside of your body. Lift the legs and the torso. Keep the neck long. So you gaze somewhere just in front of you. Think more length and height. If you want to include the arms to go slightly deeper, bring them forward. You can think of this robot movement, or maybe you're ready for holidays, you can swim already. So it gets slightly more difficult when you include the arms. If you were including the arms, bring them back again. Inhale, come to a gentle maximum, and exhale, bring the left ear towards the floor. You can rock the pelvic from right to left. Bring the forehead to the floor. Glue the front of the feet into the mat, interlace the hands behind your back, and on the next exhale, rising up with the torso, lift the knees off the floor and the chest. Deep breaths for 2 more breaths here. Maybe let the last breath bring you into a gentle maximum of your posture, and on the exhale, bring the right ear to the floor. Let go of the hands, rock the pelvic if you like. And we go slightly further into the back bends or heart opening. Bring the forehead to the floor. Bend the knees, hold the ankles, flex the feet, and on the exhale we go to Dhanurasana bow posture, lifting the knees and the chest. Think of a light beam from your heart going forwards, maybe a smile on your face, opening the chest, breathing deeply in and out. Lengthen the tailbone away from you to protect the lower back, so you don't collapse there. Last breath here, and exhale, bring the other cheek to the floor, let go of the feet and rest here. They say the second time it's easier. One more time into it. When you're ready, maybe bend the knees and grab the ankles in one go if you can. Flexing the feet and going one more time into Dhanurasana, the bow. All the postures are inspired usually by nature. In this case, it's a bow. Your body is the body of the bow, your arms are the strings. It's actually quite nice where the names come from. One more breath there. And then exhale, slowly come out of the posture, let go. And turn when you're ready in a moment on your side, on your back, facing the ceiling. The feet are hip width, brushing the heels. Lifting the hips off the floor, interlace the hands behind your back, roll the shoulders under one by one. Either stay in preparation posture. If it's in your practice, bring the hands alongside of the ears. On the exhale, come to the crown of the head. And next exhale, lifting up to a bridge. Only if it's available, otherwise stay where you are. In case you come up, stay there for 5 breaths. Check in with the neck. Little yes, little no. And after 5 breaths, slowly coming out of the posture. And everyone come out of the posture, back to the floor. And then you can hold your knees, rotating the knees in the air, massaging the lower back. And then if it's available, wrap your right leg over the left, hooking the foot behind. If that's not available, simply keep ankles and knees together. Scoop the buttocks slightly to the right. Let the knees fall to the left. Gazing to the right side. Lengthen the arm towards the right and close your eyes. We are almost at the end of the practice. Going more and more inwards. Less doing, more being. We stay here for 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, come back to the center with the knees in your variation. Bring yourself to the other side. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Then coming back with the knees when you're ready to the center. You can shake the feet to the ceiling, the hands to the ceiling. Hug the knees firmly into your chest. Roll a couple of times back and forth like a ball. And eventually come into a sitting. And for the last bit, for the inversion, if you're in your moon days, we recommend not to do an inversion, or you can just bring the legs up the wall, more restorative, otherwise come to Savasana already. And for the inversion, if you do the headstand, I assume you know what you're doing, so go ahead. If you need my help, raise your hand. Otherwise, the shoulder stand, where I will guide you through. So check that behind you there is no objects. And if you go to the shoulder stand, go to Halasana first. Bring the legs over the head. If your toes are touching the floor, go to Halasana, interlace the hands. If the toes don't touch the floor, you go immediately towards the shoulder stand, rising the arms, fingers pointing towards your buttocks, and we stay here for a minute. After all the moving, cleansing the body by inverting the blood flow, the lymphatic system, if you want to increase, you can flex and point the feet, also circle there. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you are in the shoulder stand, come to Halasana. If that's how you came in, stay there for 5 breaths in Halasana. Otherwise, slowly come out. If you did the headstand, come in a child posture. For the shoulder stand people, we go to the Matsyasana, the last posture of today. Come to the mat, completely on the mat. Flex your feet for the decompression of the neck. Sitting on your hands with the buttocks. Exposed chest and throat. Come to Matsyasana, directing the crown of the head towards the floor for 5. If you want, you can stick out the tongue. Some people do that, making a sound, scaring any evil away to have a peaceful day. Yes. Making a scary face. Maybe a last deep breath there. And then slowly it's time for your Shavasana. Prepare yourself on your mat, cover yourself, wear something warm. Feet are met with palms facing to the ceiling, coming to a well-deserved Shavasana to round up this lunch lecture. Allow yourself to let go completely. You have moved enough. You have worked with the breath to eventually go beyond the body, beyond the mind, dropping into that stillness beyond. Can you allow yourself to let go even more? Feeling, breathing, drop, letting go. Staying there for a few more moments. Oh. And then gradually, very slowly, when you're ready, deepening your breath. When you're ready, start slowly moving from the toes, from the fingers. Maybe you like to stretch out long, as if waking up from a restful sleep. Maybe on inhale. And eventually bending both knees, rolling over to your right side. Take your time there. And next, when you're ready, push yourself up into a sitting. Stay with the eyes closed. Maybe just to grab the block to sit up tall, you can open your eyes for a moment and then close your eyes, rest your hands on your knees. Just feel into yourself. If you feel any shift in energy, checking in with yourself for 3 more breaths before we finish with 3 times Om. Uniting your palms after the 3 breaths in front of your chest in Namaste. Exhale completely out. Squeeze the last bit of air out of your belly. Use your belly muscles to make space for an even deeper inhale. Oh, the inhale the same length. One more deep inhale. Gently open your eyes, remove the block from underneath you, folding forwards and down, palms facing towards the ceiling, bowing down towards yourself, palms facing up to receive and share the benefits of your practice throughout your day. I wish you a beautiful day. Thank you for joining. Take your time to come out of the practice. We are around 5-6 minutes over. I try to be on time. I hope that's okay. Take your time to come out, and thank you at home. Thank you in the studio. Thank you. Let's put a nice song to finish. What should we take? Something happy. Mm. Mm. Mhm. Yes.